Hey guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday. And by the look of the clock, it is almost over. So yeah, it's been one of those weeks. But I don't work this Wednesday. I'm actually changed my schedule. I work at night shift this weekend for a major elevation. So yeah, I actually get to do one of these on a Wednesday. Now, before I get too much into this, we're going to review a couple of beers here quick. I've had them force carbonating for, I guess it's been about a day and a half, upwards to 2 days. By morning it'll be 2 days. They've been sitting at 33 psi, just nice round number. And I have the coconut porter and the Gose Cuervo, which well, it's a frosty mug, so it's not going to look clear even if it was. But it's actually fairly clear. It's getting there. It's probably not going to get any clearer than this just because of the style of beer it is. That's okay. Coconut porter is pretty much, well, it's as clear as it's going to get. For what it is, you're not going to see through it. It's very dark. It's not black. It's probably really, really dark mahogany color. Now, bit of an experiment is what I did with this. I was actually kind of bullshitting with Wally the other day when I was getting ready to force carbonate these, and just for the fun of it, what I did was, as an experiment, because I had asked him, I said, hey, just out of curiosity, when you force carbonate, do you rock your keg when you do it? He says, no, I don't do that. I just sit it on there for 3 days and call it good. I've done it both ways, and now I've done it both ways directly. So 2 days roughly at 33 psi. This one was not rocked. I mean, the carbonation's there. It's you know, you can see it. But look at this thing. This was rocked for a minute before I put it to bed for the last couple of days. So this one's definitely done as far as carbonation goes. You can see the bubbles streaming up through there. Got a head that's, well, hasn't really dissipated much. A little bit it has, but it's kind of sticking around. But just like Mike Dean did, nice frosty mug, got the lime here, and we're going to give these a try. So let's start with the coconut porter. Now what I did was I mashed with a pound of toasted coconut, if you watched that brew video. I also toasted another pound of coconut, and I put it into like a hop spider of things, and I stuck that into the keg a couple of days ago. So the coconut's been sitting in the keg for a couple of days. A pound of it didn't quite fit. I would say about 2/3 of it fit in there, so about 12 ounces probably is in there. And I was going for a Mounds or an Almond Joy type of a take on this, and yeah, you can smell that chocolatey. The coconut is very strong, very much up front. So I'm really pleased with that. I've been told that coconut does dissipate over time. So we'll see how long it sticks around. But let's get a taste. Cheers. Yeah, that's really, really nice. So the coconut is very prominent. It's very much there, but it's not overpowering. It's not as overpowering as I thought it would be from the smell. The smell is very strong, and it's got a very pleasant, very coconutty smell to it. But the taste, it's definitely there. But it's not the first thing that you notice. You definitely taste the sort of the toastiness of that, the character from when I toasted it, and some chocolate. It's a nice blend. I might if I were to do this again, I might bump up the chocolate. I was thinking about adding some coconuts to that keg, but I didn't. And maybe I should have. But no, this turned out all right. It turned out good. So I just pulled a sample of this one. This is the one I was really looking forward to, because this was the Mike Dean collaboration. And this is supposed to be kind of like a margarita, right? So it's a Gose style beer. And it definitely has the color. You know, it definitely looks the part. It smells one of the limes there, so I smelled some of the lime there. But it's got a very nice refreshing smell to it. It kind of smells a little bit, it's got some sea salt in there, and I can definitely pick up some of that. But yeah, I mean, not a whole lot else. I mean, you kind of get. I mean, the lime's there, of course. It's throwing me off here, but you get a little bit of the lemon lime smell to it as well. So let's try it. Cheers. Oh hell yeah! Yeah, that's a margarita. It's a margarita beer, if there ever was one. That's pretty damn good. And it's got like just enough of like a little bit of a tartness. Because I did bring the pH of this one down. I believe it was 4.0 or 4.1 going into the boil kettle. So that definitely worked out well. Yeah, I think the carbonation level on that is probably just about right. I'll probably leave it on the gas for a couple more days, going into next week before I even think about bottling this. But I definitely want to get a few bottles over to Mike to sample. And I got to put some aside for friends and family to try as well. I've never made this style of beer. This turned out real nice. It's a really good idea, Mike, for us to make this thing. So awesome. I'd be really interested to see yours side by side now, and just kind of get to see the difference between the two of them. Yeah, that's good. It's very good. Just put a little bit of that lime in there. That's nice. This would be a good beer to make during hot weather months as well. But it's good to have a nice variety. Also, I'm not complaining at all about the time that we made this. That worked out good because I now have the coconut porter, I have the Russian Imperial Stout for warmth for the winter, and we have this one and the strawberry blonde that Wally and I made for something lighter. So got a good combination going here now. And now that this one's warmed up a little bit, the coconut's kind of still hanging around. It hasn't gone anywhere. That's really cool. This one definitely can use more carbonation. I might bump up the PSI for the night, maybe 15 or so. Just let it roll for another day with a little bit higher than serving pressure, and that should probably hopefully finish this guy off. Yeah, that's nice. They're both real nice. I'm glad that they turned out good. So anyway, there's not much else going on. So there you have that. I did take advantage of a Black Friday sale. I'll show you guys quick. Actually, I'm gonna swing the camera around because I have them sitting over here. Look at that. Picked up these Vittle Vaults. They're 60-pound containers. It was suggested by a couple of guys for grain storage, and these things are huge. See if you can see that. Yeah, it actually came with little scoops too, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's back here again. Do this in one take. Less editing for me. Anyway, that was a Black Friday sale. Those things normally go for, I think, if I'm not mistaken, last time I looked those up, they're like $35-$40 I think a piece. Can't remember the exact price. Somewhere like that. They were having a Black Friday sale on Chewy, which is where we get all of our pet supplies, and yeah, $20 a piece. You can't beat that. So I definitely pulled the trigger on that. Bought 4 of them. That'll cover me for the 4 sacks of grains that I have. Well, 3.5. So once I crack into those sacks of grains, I now have somewhere to go. So anyway, that's really all I have. I do have a little bit of footage, I think, of me messing around with these guys, kegging them, and what have you. And might have a little bit of footage for you from Disney from last week. But other than that, that's it for me, guys. So have a happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care. Cheers. All right, just a quick update here. I've just got done transferring the coconut porter. So that's that one. That is in this keg here. I'm gonna get ready to force carb these guys. I just wanted to get it settled in there first. But I have my strainer here, and I just got done toasting the coconut. So Let's see how much of that I can fit into here. It's a pound. And then I'm just leak testing this other keg that I have. I switched out the poppets and posts on it before, and when I did that, it was leaking from underneath the threads. Now these poppets, or these posts, are 11/16. The ones that were on there were 7/8. So I wanted to get rid of that and go with the standard size that I have on the other kegs. And the first time I stuck them on there, they were leaking, but for some reason, they are good now. And we're holding it 30 psi, which is what I'm going to be force carving at. So I don't see any leaks. There's a star stain in there. So yeah, we should be all right. And quickly show you the other thing I did earlier last night. 2 cases of the Rasputin's Beard. That's the Russian Imperial Stout that I brewed. I try to brew every couple of years. Brew Kitty. She follows me everywhere. And I have some containers coming. Hopefully they'll be here today or tomorrow to put this grain in. Got a nice deal on a Black Friday sale on those Vittle Vaults. So pretty excited about those. And then afterwards I'm going to keg the Gose Cuervo, which is in this one. So I just wanted to show you guys, that's about 2/3 of a pound that fit in there. I didn't want to fill all the way to the top. I wanted to give a little bit of breathing room. I don't think it'll swell, but just in case. So got our cap here. Everything's been sanitized. I'll go ahead and screw this on and put it into the keg. All right, try to do this one-handed. I don't have a chain for it, but there's the coconut porter. And bombs away. Yeah, we'll have to fish that out later. Not too worried about it. I plan on sticking this on the gas for a good week before bottling it after force carbonating. And then we'll bottle it straight away. So this way it's got some time to let the coconut churn. And now we are transferring the Gose Cuervo. And I know, I'm not doing the clothes transfer. Still not quite ready for that. I think I have most of what I need, but I just really haven't sat down and mapped it out in my head. So anyway, there's the tequila essence. Put it in the bottom of the keg. And now we're filling her up. 5 gallons of Gose Cuervo. Here's a sample here. I took a sip of it. Yeah, that's pretty nice, man. Got a nice nice sour note to it. It's not too bad. It's kind of got that. It's got that salty taste to it, sort of like a margarita. It's really cool. And the salt kind of gives you the impression that there's a salt ring around the glass, so that's pretty neat. Got a nice view of the gondolas from our room. Moving at a pretty decent speed. Watch where you're going.
What am I doing?
You're driving the car, see?
Why is it going crazy?
You gotta steer it. Hey Zachary, how about you watch where you're going? You gotta turn the steering wheel.
Oh my god!
And this would be my 4-year-old trying to drive.
Oh my god!
A little bit of whiplash, but it'll be alright.
Oh my goodness!
Yep, you're driving good now. No more crashes.